Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go from Arrowhead. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
You know, how often do we see guys in the league, Mike, that are former first-round picks? They get significant starting time with their original franchise, and then there's a change of address, right? They got to go play for a new team and start a new chapter of their career. Some guys take it and run with it, and some guys we never hear from again. I have a funny feeling this situation he's walking into in Indianapolis.
Oh, and they come after him right away. Down he goes on the first play of the game.
Mike, you said it. You mentioned just how loud it was, the energy in this building leading up to the opening kickoff. And with a sack like that on the first play of the game, this crowd's only going to get louder. And, man, we can feel it all the way up here in the booth.
Jones to throw on second down. Short one, and it's caught by Warren. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple, and now we've got third down coming up.
Third down.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
That's good for a Colts. First down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Colts.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And it'll bring up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point. Does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Throwing is Jones on third down. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to get this close to a first down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it fourth down.
It's fourth down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Just what the punter's hoping to do. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the three-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
Well, there's not a whole lot left to say. I mean, if Patrick Mahomes is under center, you go into every game with a chance, not only to win the game, but to ultimately win the Super Bowl. I mean, he is a generationally great quarterback, one of the best we've ever seen. And anytime he lines up behind center, Mike, it is just an absolute blast for us to sit up here and really watch greatness play out in real time.
8 yards on the pickup brings up second and 2.
Here's second and 2. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now on second down. He's going to tuck it and go.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. This one is caught by Hollywood Brown. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. 23 yards on that pass play. First down, KC.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. The second-year man from UCLA, Latu, in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's third down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. They put Kelsey in motion. That is caught. He gets the hookup with Rice. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Throwing again, it's Mahomes. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And the Chiefs going to be set up with 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1s.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
They put Kelsey in motion. Pacheco is in. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead.
Chiefs 7, Colts nothing.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Ashton Doolin now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Colts offense going to take over now for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Quick throw on this RPO, and Downs has it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On the ground, it's Taylor. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain there of 15. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Mike Dano in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Jones. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll try to run for it. And that's not going to be nearly enough. He'll get 4, but 4th and long coming up.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now, Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And will get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
So as he's saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Here's Pacheco, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Pacheco, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Pacheco. And some good running there. That's a 1st down up to the 43.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
On the handoff, this is Pacheco. Not much there, maybe a yard.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? As we are ready to get back underway. On 3rd down, Mahomes. Firing right side, brought in by Brown.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. And he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
1st and 10. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. He'll get this down to the 44, but that's about it.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs.
His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down.
48-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
He did a nice job skipping away from one tackle, then going forward, gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down.
6-yard pickup.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. you gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone as it's first and goal.
This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
3rd and goal, Mahomes. This is caught for a touchdown. There is a penalty flag down. Let's see if this one holds up.
Pass interference. Defense. That penalty is declined.
And Butker on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs move out on top, 14-0.
Colts nothing.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Doolin. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready to take over possession of the football. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete, and he's going to be out of bounds. Gained just a couple, and now we've got 3rd down coming up.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Jones. That one complete to Pierce. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
That's good for the Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Jones operating out of the pistol. He'll check this one down to Taylor. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Jones going to try and throw on third down. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Catch made. That's Pittman. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open, short throws, turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Daniel Jones. Touchdown, Indy. Here's Michael Badgley for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Colts are on the board. It's now 14-7.
14, Colts 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Nico Remigio to bring it back. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
New notification. New party activity. Press the PS button for details.
from the shotgun. It's Mahomes. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 2. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
On the return is Gould. Hello! He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones.
Jones pass, complete to Alex Pierce. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, it's Taylor. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Indianapolis.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Jones gonna hang on to it here.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
3rd down, they need 5. Throwing now is Jones. He's got his man. That's down. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
19 yards. And the Colts 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
This is an area of Daniel Jones' game, Mike, that I think people often overlook. He is sneaky fast, and when he gets out into open space, very rarely can anybody catch him.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Jones. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Throwing, Jones. Whoa! Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. To throw is Jones. Taking off, he'll try, and he will get into the end zone. Daniel Jones. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Badgley's extra point is good. And the Colts will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Remigio now on the return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Chiefs offense about ready to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
That penalty is declined.
First and 10 now from the 36. To throw is Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Patrick to throw. Left side, it's caught by Brown. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Rice. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. Open man downfield is Brown. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A big play at a critical juncture in this game. 32 yards.
18-yard line.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Mahomes now to throw again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision, just throw the ball away.
Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now, as this one is in the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. He'll take a deep shot for downs. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. Three points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. Here's Smith to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line.
It's a gain of
Give him 14 on that play. One play, one first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
On the carry, it's Pacheco. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Man in motion is Brown. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A handoff to Pacheco. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
19-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
They're trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
2nd and 10. Mahomes back to the outside. Catch made by Worthy. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That's hauled in at the 2, and he'll take it on in. Travis Kelce, touchdown KC. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the 1st half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for the second half. Butker now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Chiefs go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead.
14. Harrison Butker.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Doolin. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Colts offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll bring this to about the 25. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, there on the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Jones. The second down throw is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. The outside, hauled in by Pittman.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Colts. 1st down. It's a gain of 6.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the gun, it's Jones. To the left side and taken in by down. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Third and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. At least at first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker. And they convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
On second down, here's a run with Caleb. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
17 yards.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Colts first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And despite a nice juke, they're going to get a yard to show for it. Second down.
Taken down at the 17-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Throwing now is Jones. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
From the gun on third down, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
A 34-yard attempt.
Badgley's kick is good. And the Colts are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Remigio now on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Left side in the hands of Rice. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
On the pickup brings up second and 2 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's second and a couple. Wide open, it's Brown. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They get 24 on that one. And the Chiefs have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. And he got rid of that that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll lead to a second down. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. Latu there to bring him down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. This caught right side by Worthy.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On 4th down, Harrison Butker on for the Kansas City field goal. This one from 52 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend their 3rd quarter lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. They'll run the draw with Pacheco. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They put Kelsey in motion. On 2nd down, Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And 7.
Noah Gray, the tight end, was the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down. To throw is Mahomes. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal.
And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead. and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Butker now for the point after. He's got it. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
31, Colts 17.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Doolin. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Here's Jones to throw. Pass right side to Downs. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
23 yards.
Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. It's second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Now Jones throwing on second down. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at, and that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on fourth down.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Again, they'll throw with Jones. That one out wide to Abdullah. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
A gain of 21 on that pass play. First down, Indianapolis.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's first and goal.
First down throw there is incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's second and goal. Jones to the air again. And he will score! Game on! Touchdown! Touchdown, Colts. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Badgley now, attack on the extra point. The kick is good, and the Colts will cut the deficit to 7.
31, Colts 24.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Remigio now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Mahomes on first down. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now. At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Mahomes now on second down. There's that man again, another catch. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 11.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Complete to Marquise Brown. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5. at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, here's Pacheco. And this takes it into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, KC.
First down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Clearly trying to catch the defense by surprise, Mike. If the draw works, it's a touchdown. But being down here in the red zone, this is a tough spot on the field to get away with running that draw play.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll check that down to Pacheco. And a nice gain there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now Butker to add the extra point. His kick is good, and the Chiefs tack on one more to their lead.
Chiefs 38, Colts 24.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Doolin. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Colts offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Gun, it's Jones. A short pass taken in by Warren.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Here's Taylor. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Jones. He's got his tight end. That's Warren. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They're locked in on this drive. Second connection for that pair. This one gaining 22.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the two needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the fourth quarter.
In motion comes Pittman. Throwing on first down is Jones. There's no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Chiefs' 28-yard line.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Again, it's Jones. To the left side and taken in by down. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Brings up third down.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Jones to throw for it on fourth down. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked. And they turn it over on down.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown. And instead, the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. To the outside. Catch made by Worthy. Still on his feet. And he will go all the way. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown Chiefs. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but It's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Here's Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs are able to extend the lead.
Chiefs 45, Colts 24.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Doolin. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Colts offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. To throw is Jones. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now a play fake. Jones. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And did the Chiefs get it? They did. And so much for a nice game through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
The Chiefs offense getting set to get back to work, and a few kneel down should come close to closing this one out, depending on... And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw, it's Jones.
Jones pass, complete to Jonathan Taylor. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Jones. And this one is caught by Pierce. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
5-yard gain on
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Throwing is Jones on third down. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Gonna give the ball over on down.
Result of the play.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. This was a game.